Wow. Greetings, greetings, greetings. Internet, came every day. People of the world. I don't know where to begin. It's been a minute. Yeah, I've been doing a lot of work with Native American Aaron Wallace, and we've actually come a long way. It's like kind of surprising how far we've come. We've come a long way, and there's a lot of shit going on. And the past few times I've been to Aaron,
and then it runs to digital. Like, how the fuck does this work?
Here's like a little memory. This?
Yeah, is this
has
like
a little memory card in there.
Okay, so it's not like it's not like it's like. Are these like the new takes on like the traditional camcorder?
No, I bought this in 2017.
Oh shit! So this is like vintage.
Yeah, it's vintage.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
In a way.
We've come a long way. Yeah, but it has the fisheye, which is like, I mean, the thing I was discussing about a camcorder with my cousin Ricky is that its sole purpose, everything about it, is to hold and record video.
Yeah.
Where like your phone is not meant to just do that,
it's
you know.
Meant to do 100 million
but this goes like, you can put it straight on the internet, whatever you want. But this is like purely meant to capture moments, you know. So what we're capturing today, wow, it looks dope. This is Big Slime, everybody. Everyone say hello to Big Slime. We've come a long way. You're about to get slimed. But today we are doing, let's start with this one. It doesn't really matter where we start. Aaron Wallace and I, are finalizing the new Disfiguring the Goddess album. And we're just jumping right into it. Aaron Wallace and I have been through so much shit. Like, I don't even know where to describe it. We've come a long way.
Yeah.
We've spent a lot of time in this room, and now we have this thing out of nowhere, seemingly. And we're not gonna catch you. You already missed it, because we left you out. But now we're getting back into it. Yeah, so welcome, greetings, greetings, greetings.
Greetings, greetings, greetings.
Yeah, see, this is a vibe.
Yeah.
You know?
We could easily put that up there. No problem.
Alright. We're doing a test render. We've gone through the works with this guy on how to mix vocals, and we chose to basically say that we need to buy that when we record next instead of mixing. See, the philosophy with a lot of stuff with this Disfiguring record and with the record Aaron and I are doing is we're all focused about what's going in. So we basically use this for everything. For vocals, for guitars, and it sounds great. The vocals are just the DI though, so that's why we're having these issues with the vocals right now, and like I get basically just experimenting with A-Bing, how much compression we're using after it's been recorded, but essentially we want to record it with compression, which this, you could do it with this, but we didn't. Yeah. And then this is the other step of the digital or the analog stuff that so there's what goes into the computer and then what goes out of the computer to the speakers. So at the very end of the mix, it's basically going to this first and then back in through limiter and then to the speakers. So we're trying to get as much analog or as much good shit going into the computer initially, then once it's in there, not doing anything over the top with the processing until it's all the way done, and then it goes into this. Which this stuff you wouldn't, I mean, I guess you could record with this. I don't know.
Yeah.
I guess you could, yeah, I guess you could record vocals through that. I don't know anyone that records vocals with a VCA compressor. Nah. Because that's a FET compressor. That's like what you want, you know? I mean, you could do bass on this, but we don't...
Yeah, it's not, it's not the purpose.
Again, that would be, you know, bass is one track, vocals are a bunch of tracks. I put that on the bass, sounds great. Dude, this is looking good. So when you're doing this real-time stuff, it's like actually... It's actually playing, because it has to record through this. I've got the Pro Al limiter on it with the 32 sampling on it, and that can sometimes spike my CPU to get everything to kind of choke, and you can hear it in the audio because it's real time. If you're doing it off time, it doesn't matter. But so we're looking for essentially that, because if that is good, then we basically don't have to do like a mastering session. We can just kind of like render it out of the project, which would be way easier. I mean, pros and cons. Like the con I see with doing the mastering all in one session is all the different presets for this.
Yeah, versus if we just do all of the pre-masters in one mastering session, it's easier to blanket everything across and like A/B through.
Yeah.
You know?
But like right here, it's like this gain is what's clipping this, and so we kind of have that set. So it's like, I don't know. I don't want. We're gonna have to do that thing where we have to make a preset for each track with that.
We'll have to remember each.
Yeah.
That's the downside.
And we screwed up with that with Big Chocolate a couple times, not getting the right preset. And that was only 5 tracks. This is 8.
Yeah, and we screwed up by kind of just like blanketing it across and not like, well, I mean, I guess you can save the presets because this does have the the digital aspect, but especially with the EQ, I mean, like, if we fuck with this at all, we need to make sure we take a picture of our settings, because you can't recall if you don't remember.
Yeah. Oh, one CPU dropout. It's toast.
It's toast.
Yeah.
So we got to do it the other way.
Abandon.
Yeah.
It's all. We just added an extra hour to our day, or 2. I'm just kidding. I was thinking we should probably mess around. I think these are the EQ settings, but we never even tried. We never even tried.
Yeah.
So let's have a look. If we can get everything to sound that good, which I don't see why not. I think the sauce is getting the levels right, but it's like everything's gonna be the same levels across all the boards, same drums in every song. Yeah. So I don't see why we'd have this big flux. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Which car should we do?
See your car. Hell yeah. You know it better,
Yeah. Look at the tint, baby.
Is that the end of the day?
Look at the tint, baby. Yeah.
Like, I know what my car sounds like, and that's how I car test a lot of my shit, but...
True. I like... This has Bose in it. There's only one thing that sometimes, like, a certain frequency will, like, make it sound like it's, like, distorting.
Yeah. I have some kind of, like, weird thing like that.
Yeah, isn't that weird?
In there. That beat, dude.
Yeah, Dana. That was really hard to do vocals on. That was the hardest part, vocals. It's ripping, bro. The only thing I can hear is the kick almost sounds so big.
Yeah. I was gonna say it's that little, it kind of loses the snare a little bit too, but the kick does sound. So maybe that low boost that we did sounds sick in there, but
well, it sounds really good when the bass is happening too. Like when the kick's not consistent. You know what I mean?
Can you automate that?
A lot of people do automate their kick drums when it's doing
different things.
It sounds dope right there.
The when everything gets heavy again, it's just a little lost.
And that sounds dope. Well, here's another thing I'm thinking of too. It's like, this is, like in the context of the whole album, how much of the album has like these fast double kicks on it?
Yeah, that's
and like
true.
if not the whole album has shit like this, which I think a lot of it does, that's where it's like,
then it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, and then it's like, oh damn, this part's nuts. You know what I mean?
That is true.
Because this shit sounds great here. Then right here. It's kind of a vibe in a way too, though. Like that part is specifically like, because it like the guitars are still going.
Yeah, going heavy.
And like when the drums cut out, the low end is like super sick.
Yeah. So maybe just stylize the speakers.
Yeah.
Either way, this sounds pro as fuck. Do you have the old render?
Oh yeah. Like that's something too with like a lot of like, you know, that's the funny thing about recording and mixing and engineering and stuff. It's like people will write a song like this, and then when they go to mix, they think the mix is going to make it sound all good. But it's like, no, it's how you wrote the song. It's
exactly.
Like, if you don't want that much low end energy, then don't use fucking
so low end. Yeah,
the biggest double kick in the world.
Yeah, and exactly.
That's, you know, there's always like the best is always yet to come kind of shit. You always learn from everything you do.
Oh, 100%. But
which is so annoying, but
what we're learning, I think, and what I'm most definitely learning in this, it's like, especially because listening, so look at our project, listening between song 1 and what else we were doing, like I could just hear, bro. I'm like, I can hear that the pickups are different. I can hear that it wasn't even really sent through the quad cortex originally.
Yeah.
I can hear that it was reamped, and that's fucking strange. Like, because the original DI signal path didn't come through that. It came through the fucking Focusrite. Mm-hmm. So I can tell.
Oh, yeah.
I can tell the difference.
Word. Okay, here we are. Okay, final mix at Cameron's house. This is what we had before. Or this is what I had walking into the session today. Same problem.
Yeah.
But not nearly as dope. Yeah.
Probably something you could just EQ out then, if you really wanted to.
A lot of people will automate the kick drum to be just like lower. More quiet on that part. But I'm also thinking too, it's like, I mean, we could try that.
Like to get it to like.
It would just be like a dB or 2 down.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This is the kind of stuff that's like, I don't know, maybe we should do another song or two.
Yeah, and then
come back to it.
Because at the end of the day, though, like you said, it creates a vibe.
I think in the dynamic of the record, it too could be sick.
Exactly, and at the point, like at this point with what we're working with, it's going to sound it sounds fucking pro as fuck.
Totally.
Outside of that, at where we are now, is stylized pro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, okay, we have the pro sound, but how do we specifically want to stylize what it is? That's stylized.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not bad or anything. It's just a different vibe. It's like choosing a different distortion or a plate reverb over this, or you know what I mean? Like it's...
Back in the day, when I used to do a lot of double kicks like that really fast, I would take the whole velocity of them and just like drag them down.
Gotcha.
So they weren't...
So it's hitting as hard.
Maybe that's a thing with these that could be done. I don't know. I know there's not... The velocity isn't like straight 127 across.
Yeah.
Pretty much anywhere. So like that could be something to
think about.
Pay attention to.
It humanizes it a little more.
It's almost like you should pay attention to that kind of shit when you're like...
Recording.
And
doing the original shit.
Yeah. And that's like, you know, that's the catch of like why the repetition is so important. Because like the premise of this whole record was like, okay, get everything going in as good as possible. That's why the pre-masters sounded so fucking good. You know, the zero mix, everything at zero kind of thing. And that's why these sound so good, is because it's just an elevated version of that. But that's when you like, when you get to like this cutting edge where you're like, every little decibel is like really important. This is where you hear like, oh, the kicks are too blanketed. You know, now when you do it next time, you're just gonna like be a little more aware of that. I mean, let's go back in there and
dial it.
Yeah.
Let's do a couple more songs.
I agree.
You getting hungry at all? I can order.
Yeah, so we've been in here now. We're 2 tracks down. We did take down those kicks, but now we're working on one of the singles. I call it that because we have a video. Just trying to get like, and this has a different mix on it. The guitars are like 12 semitones down. Sounds great. But the album sounds different now. But Aaron and I are starving. You know, one of the things I want to remind everybody, we've come a long way, is that the thing that burns the most calories in your bod is your brain. Did you know that? Did I ever tell you that?
Yeah.
How they did that chess competition, and they were monitoring everyone's calories.
And the brain,
Everyone was burning like thousands of calories in there, just sitting there playing chess.
Dude, brain food's a thing. I feel like when you're studying for school or whatever, like having having the right snacks to eat all the time.
And that's why I always have chocolate milk over here. It's like, how much more calorically dense can you get than chocolate milk? These animals know what's up.
They do.
This one loves the fish, obviously.
Because of fur.
This is gonna be like an hour-long Camera Day video. It's a mockumentary.
But it's real. We're actually
We're really it's a mockumentary, but it's actually real. This is the nicest weather we've had since Monday.
Yeah, seriously.
Well, Monday was way better than this. It's cold out. We had like snow the past couple days. And snow is cool and all, but not in April. I'm way over. I mean, even though it's kind of a normal thing, I'm way over it.
Yeah, now it's time for...
I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it.
She's like, alright, what's that?
Yeah. Let me smell that. That's what she said. Little would love this camera. I knew it.
She loves it.
I knew you'd love it. 6:30. I think we're 5 out of 8.
5, yeah. Are we 5 out of 8 already?
Yeah, and the hard ones are mostly behind us. We have one. This one should be easy because we did this one here already.
Yeah.
But we still have to switch around some stuff.
Yeah, to do some stuff. Okay, yeah, that's the one we kind of already fucked with.
And then the other 2 should be easy too, because it's just the swapping is the stuff I haven't done.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing I haven't done with them that I need to check is when I was at my house reviewing these this week as like my last home review, I was like kind of like adapting some of the levels of the synths with the new EQ. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. And that sounds so good. So, what the fuck? Aaron and I are talking about how we should need to make a promo video for this thing. First we need to focus. Yeah, it's like Instagram promo video. Brutal Mountain Studios. Only mastering unless we know you.
Only mastering unless we know you.
This would be a funny Instagram video.
It's not gonna do anything.
Yeah, just on. Alright, encode. Hey, no CPU problems.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're in the nitty-gritty of the mastering session now, where we're like, what sample rate should we do? And we're like, let's just do 96. Well, not let's just do Mixbus TV. Shout out Mixbus TV. always guiding us, and he's like, if you're using analog gear, do 96. But it's like, what can we do with the 96? Let's add this to the shit now. That says 96. That's so high. The MP3 says 48.
48.
Yeah, we're talking about the sample rates. I mean, I can always write the Orchard an email, you know?
Ask him, yeah.
See if Jordan Maffey knows her,
so you just hit up Jordan.
her
She'll
audio.
tell you right away.
Yeah, shout out Jordan Maffey. Shout out the Orchard. Here, now that the compressor is actually being used, we'll do the promo video. If it ever decides to focus. I forgot about that with camcorders. It's all shitty looking. Brutal mountain, brutal mountain, brutal mountain, brutal mountain.
Big slime, big slime, big slime.
Yeah. Slam worldwide bands. Use brutal sound mastering. So we just finished the Disfiguring masters. They sound great on everything. They actually sound really cool. And then we did a test master on one of Aaron's new tracks, and sounds crazy. They had the pre-masters. They're gonna get mastered by someone else. But we have those gears set up, so let's just do a test.
We want an AB.
AB. That'd be big.
I want an ABR master from that mastering.
Yeah, and that'd be big for Jeremy too.
Yeah.
And then we just went and watched like gear videos and looked up crazy expensive pieces of gear for like an hour.
Yeah, dream gear.
Yeah, and then we didn't even film any of the final master shit. We filmed enough, like you got a vibe of it, but
we were dialed in.
Yeah, I thought it would be nice to film this part.
Good night.
And then I always just turn the EQ off in the back, you know, before I need a muscle memory this. I need a muscle memory. Okay, there. Good night, big slime. You did a good job today.
Good night, big slime.
Look at it. Fits perfectly on that piano bench.
It does, actually.
It looks like it's a part of it. It's pretty nuts.
The Yamaha bench.
We've come a long way.